All right, apple pie is so simple. So we're going to go through this really quickly. What I've already done, and this is probably the hard part, is peeling the apples. All right, and I used my peeler core slicer, so it made it really easy. So basically you're looking for slices of apples, thin, uniform. 6 cups, I think I put in, let's say I had 9, I put in 7 apples. Yeah, total, 3 different types. I used Granny Smith, I used Gala, and I used Brayburn. Trying to mix up the sweetness and the tartness. Makes a little more complexity within the pie. So anyway, you start with your apples, of course, and then we're going to add sugar. I use 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and you could use anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4, depending on how sweet you like your pie. So we throw in the sugar. I like to add cinnamon. People add different types of spices, but for the very, very basic apple pie, I use 1/2 teaspoon, doesn't take much, of cinnamon. So we're going to sprinkle our cinnamon in. The other spice I like to use is a little nutmeg. I have a little nutmeg grinder, maybe 1/4 teaspoon. So just a couple turns of this. A little nutmeg goes a long way. A pinch of salt. And I add a little lemon juice, about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Just avoid getting seeds in your pie. Nothing worse than biting into a seed when you're trying to enjoy a piece of pie. So a little lemon juice. The acidity is nice, keeps the apples looking good. All right, so we're going to a little lemon juice there. And then thickener. I put in 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. So a tablespoon and about another 1/2. And there are different types of thickeners one could use. Cornstarch, flour, tapioca. They vary a little in how much you would use, but basically they all do the same thing. And then we stir it up. Just let the sugars do their work. Thickeners, creating this nice juiciness. Spreading the slices apart from each other. So we just have this nice mixture. And there we have it. That's your filling for apple pie. Simple as apple pie, right? And so I just let it sit while I'm getting my crust ready, which is refrigerating at the moment. And this way, the sugars and everything really work together and create this nice syrupy goodness. And they just all meld together before you actually put it in the crust. So that's it, our filling for apple pie. The crust was not hard, the filling is not hard. The oven is on, so soon we'll have apple pie.